Yup.
Episode 24. Let's go.
It's your boy, Black Caesar, aka Caesar Alamo, aka Slimback Jones the Don, aka the Black Don Draper.
What's up, guys? It's Crazy P, aka CP, aka Black TMZ, Fried Water, Fried Malta. Let's go. Let's get it. Yeah. What's going on, bro?
Not much, bro. New episode. Same old shit. What's good with you?
I good, man. I went to Disney last weekend. That was pretty good. Went to Epcot. The taste of, what's it called? Taste of the world, something like that.
Taste of Mickey.
It has some good taste of Mickey. Has some good food from from different countries or whatnot. But yeah, that's about it, bro. Yeah.
For me, I had an interesting experience last weekend. So, for anyone who listens to the podcast, I mentioned before that I have a friend that's a promoter, and he invited me and some friends over to one of the clubs where he promotes. So we ended up going there, and the only reason why we went is because we wanted to show him support. So I guess his quote, he gets paid based on the amount of people that he pulls, like the amount of girls that he pulls. So we walked into this establishment on South Beach where he promotes, and it's nothing but white girls, like nothing but white girls. I was not only the black guy in there, but like one of the my friends and I were the only black people in there. So that's fine, whatever. We ignore it. The only black people we saw were the waiters. That was it. So that was it.
Damn.
So we went and sat down, and basically it was supposed to be like a free dinner. Um, so we got there, and the first thing we noticed is that nobody paid us any attention. It was like we weren't even there. Like nobody even so much as looked at us, and they were like waiting hand and foot on the other tables. So, and this was like a multiple course dinner or whatever. So they skipped a couple of courses for us because they obviously didn't see us. And then when they finally decided to bring us some shit, like nobody brought us silverware. So we're like, okay, like we can't even eat anyway. So we're just looking at other people eat and looking at our food. Like we staring at our food staring at us. We can't eat. Um, Finally, a black waiter, shout out to him, looked at us and he was like, "Oh, do you guys need silverware?" And we are like, "Yeah, please. Like this shit is very awkward." So he came back, brought us silverware. Um, and then like they were just bringing all kinds of shit to the other people and never even looked at our table. And then finally, for the dessert, they do this huge thing where they light they light these flowers on. It's like a sparkling flower with, and then there's like dessert in the middle. They brought it to every table but ours. So they line up together and they dance as they bring out these sparkling flowers, kind of like, imagine if you've ever seen bottle service in a club. That's what they did.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was for every table except for ours. And the same black waiter came back to us and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. They miscounted and I guess they forgot you guys." Uh,
They didn't forget. They
they knew
didn't know what they were
exactly.
doing.
Not only that,
Shit.
they I guess the black waiter had brought us like plates and like silverware for us to eat the dessert. Another waiter comes by right after he leaves and took all our shit. Like I guess he kind of figured we weren't gonna eat anyways. So the black waiter comes back. He's like, Where'd all your utensils go?" We're like, "Somebody took it." And he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I guess they must have miscounted." And we're like, "No, it was intentional. Like they literally took our shit away so we couldn't eat." Um, so at this point, we're just like, "Yeah, fuck it. We don't even want to eat anyways." Like we're getting pretty pissed. But this guy, he comes back and he brings us like twice the amount of dessert we are supposed to have. So shout out to him, man. Like there's still good people in the world. And like we were like we're like, I was a little bit discouraged by it, but just to see that there's somebody out there that's like really trying to like make up for how racist their fucking employer is, like really kind of not made up for the whole thing, but did make me feel a little bit better. So that was my experience on South Beach.
Wait, so who was the promoter? It was your friend's
Yeah, my friend
friend?
is the promoter, but he doesn't really control a lot of it. Like the dinner part, he doesn't really control it. Like all he can do is get us in for free. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to get in unless we're white women.
Okay, so it was a restaurant that he was promoting.
It's a club. So the way it works is they get these women in. They get these women in. They like bribe them with the free dinner, and then after that, they charge guys like $50 to $100 to get in, because guys know that it's gonna be packed with women when they get in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
So it's all a scam, bro. South Beach is a scam, and it's a racist scam. And it shocked me that like we walked in there and it was nothing but white women in there. And the way it works, I guess, is they tell the promoters like, we need you to go out there and get us white women for this dinner.
Alrighty then, racism
It's
is
well alive, and it's a
it's
booming
it's
business.
real.
So yeah.
Yeah, true. All right, so let's go to our first segment of Whose Man's Is This, which goes to Bermain
Nah,
Stavern.
bro, it's Beman Steven.
Bermain Steven, who is making all of Haiti look bad, all of Haitians all over the world look terrible, because this guy had a big fight recently against God damn it, I can't think of his name. It'll come to me. Um, and he talked mad shit during the press conference. Like he talked like he was the shit, bro. He's like, I'm gonna kill you if I have to, whatever it takes. I'm gonna take this fight. I know we fought before and I lost, but it's my time now, and God is on my side, and God is my witness. Like, this is what's gonna go down,
God
bro.
was low key listening to that shit.
And
Like, stop lying, nigga.
and come fight day, man, for the first round, this guy gets dropped. He gets dropped to the ground. He gets up, and they ask him, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm okay, I'm okay." Right after that, the bell rings, ding, 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 ding. He gets dropped again within the same
And the
round.
way he
He
felt,
get
like, man,
Yeah, it was crazy. Then he gets up because Haitians, bro, like they're stubborn. They're like, "Yo, I'm not going down." So he gets up again, and the first round. It hasn't even hit 0 seconds yet. He gets hit and gets knocked out the third time, and the way he fell down, bro,
bro.
shit, that shit looked like a
He fell
cartoon,
down the
bro.
way, you know how Sierra did that move? Like, that one move where she, like, did the Matrix and shit? Like, she just bends her knees and fell all the way back and
Oh
came back
yeah,
up. That's how that nigga fell down. And, man, bro, like, for all the rice and beans you eat, my nigga, like, where the fuck does all that shit go? I know you didn't eat all that rice and beans for no reason. All those fucking banan pizza and griot, bruh. Like, you making us look bad out here, bruh. Fuck.
nah. You know what he was missing,
What?
bro? He didn't eat no maimule,
You
bro.
know, my
You know
mule
what I'm
ak
saying?
sauce wow with the bean sauce, bro.
Bruh, that's what you gotta get. But anyway, it was a bad look because I guess he didn't fight in 2 years,
Mm.
and I don't know who is his trainer, manager, like who is gonna say, hey, go and fight this dude who fought like a few months ago, and you haven't had a fight in 2 years. That didn't make sense logically. So,
I just know
um,
Wyclef didn't die on the cross for this. That's all I know. You know what I'm saying? Like, Haitians have come so far, and you gonna come and set us
bro,
back that far back, bro. But another thing too, the way the other nigga was fighting, that's what I call a fight. Like, I don't know what this whole Mayweather fucking versus McGregor multi-million-dollar dance bullshit was, but this shit is what I call a fight. Like, that other nigga came out like that nigga like fucked his baby mama or some shit. Like, he was fighting with the vendetta. He was fighting like he was like he really meant it. But that whole hugging shit, McConnor versus McGregor, the whole hugging shit they did throughout the whole time, that shit was a waste of my time and an insult to my intelligence. That's all I know.
Oh yeah, no, he came out to fight because he even after he knocked out Bermain, he almost fought
The ref,
the referee.
that's what I call fighting, bro. Like that's that shit. When you watch that shit, you get hype, bro. Like that's not no fake shit. It's not.
Yeah, this nigga's name is Deontay Wilder, and he's pretty
He
good.
was
So,
violent.
anyways, man, I just gotta say, bro, I hope Bermain, bro, retires, man. Just please retire. Just do us a big favor. Don't ever fight again. Just like you did your part. Like just go out and just don't come back to the boxing ring because this was the worst fight I've ever seen. Like on that level. You know what I mean? So, that's my whose man is this, bro. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I mean?
think Bermain should just go back to Haiti, bro. Like
He should get
he
deported.
should.
That's what Trump needs to be
Yeah,
deporting, bro.
he
Niggas
should
like
lose his
that.
green card just for that.
I agree. He should. I mean, at least go 3 4 rounds. You know what I'm saying? But the first round, that's terrible,
I'm
bro.
sure
That's
there's
terrible.
5,000 niggas in Haiti who would fight right now just to get his green card and for the chance to live in America. And you out here playing,
Oh yeah.
Bermain.
Mm,
Fuck out of here.
Fuck
All
out of
right,
here.
so hot shit. This is the segment where we talk about cool places that we visited, cool things that we're reading, amazing shows that we're watching. So I'm gonna go first because I only got one. My hot shit is the LSD album by Janae Eiko. That shit is pretty amazing. Her voice is soothing. The album is dope. The beats are nice. My favorite track on that is called Sativa. Um, and really, when I listened to the whole album, I felt like I was on a trip, like a drug trip, but a good and calming one with Janae Eiko guiding me. So it's pretty dope. If you haven't checked it out, listen to LSD by Janae Eiko.
True. All right, I got a few, but I'm gonna do it pretty quickly. So, my first one is this film called I Am Maurice, which is being done by Will Sylvans. It's a movie about a Haitian boxer who comes to the States and pretty much is fighting for, his life and just freedom, pretty much, right? So, it's supposed to be coming out. Well, I guess he's trying to get a Kickstarter to get it funded. So, but anyway, it's pretty cool because if you guys don't know, Will Sylvans is that Haitian comedian with that made the saying, why you why you why you do that? You know what I'm saying? Famous as hell back in the day. And so he was on the Breakfast Club yesterday. And so that's how I found out about this movie. And actually, the cool facts, I tweeted him and you retweeted us, which is kind of cool because he got mad followers. So appreciate that, man, for sure.
Nice.
And then moving on, my next one is Selena. Don't judge me, but I'm a big fan of Selena, and she got a Hollywood star this past weekend, I think. So that was pretty dope.
Why did it take so long for her to get a star, though?
That's a good question because she's been dead for 22 years. She was murdered 22 years ago, and I don't know, bro. I don't know how to answer that question. You know what I mean? She's just as big as Michael Jackson and Tupac and all those guys. You know what I mean? So, and she was still alive, maybe even
Right.
bigger. You know what I mean? So, that I can't answer. And then moving on, my next hot shit is Stranger Things season 2. Right now I'm on episode 7. I should be done hopefully this weekend. It's really, really good. I'd say it's gotten better than the first season for sure. You know what I mean? So that's out right now. Check it out. And then my last one is this group called Postmodern Jukebox. They're a group that takes like popular music or any like music from this era or whatever and redo it in like different old genres. It could be like jazz, swing, you know what I mean, 40s big band. So anyway, check them out on YouTube. They have they redid a Thriller into like a 1930s jazz version, and it was sung by Win Brady, and that shit was lit. You know what I mean? So they do all kinds of music, and they just pick like weird genres from back in the day, and they perform it live. You know what I mean? So it's pretty dope. I feel like old kind of classic genres and stuff like that. So that's all my hot shits. I know it's a lot, but I went through them pretty quickly, and if you guys enjoyed, if you guys are into any of those things, go check them out, and hopefully you like them. So yeah.
True that. So next up is our segment, Word on the Streets. Now, let's get into some interesting shit, a topic that affects a lot of us. So, for those of you who don't know, Tyrese put out a video the other day on his Instagram. Um, I mean, I guess we can call it a video if we're trying to be politically correct and not call it a cry for help. Um, he put out this video and he had on his shirt that says Shayla Rocks. That's his daughter's name. And apparently his daughter was taken away from him. And he put out this video basically to his ex-wife or to his wife. I'm not sure if they're divorced or whatever, but they're separated and she has a kid. And he put out this video just saying, "What more do you want from me?" and crying and just saying he's already at 13K a month and he's a good father. Everybody go follow Shayla Rocks, hashtag Shayla Rocks. They're taking his daughter away from him. And basically he's broke. So yeah, so let's talk about that. CP, have you seen that video?
I did, man. It made me pretty sad. You know what I mean? And actually, it's making me sad right now.
Shayla, no.
Bruh, I can't. I mean, I feel bad, but I don't because, like, first of all, he's crying, bro. Like, he was breathing super hard. He was like, I was like, yo, is he giving birth or what? Nigga, like, goddamn. And then he did that, and then he started crying like a 5-year-old. It's just, I feel for the guy, but the shit like that should not be in the public's domain. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I disagree. I'm like, yo, as a man, when you're going through your shit, we all got our shits that we go through. You know what I'm saying? So putting out there in the public's court, that's not gonna help you. It's almost like when you a kid, bro, and some shit's going on in your life, and you just cry to like your friend. You know what I'm saying? You just cry to see if someone's gonna help you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And you're a grown ass man. I don't know, bro. So I just feel like whoever his PR person is, or whoever shot the video, or whoever was there, nobody said, yo, like, just cry, like, to yourself, or go to a bar with some friends like regular people do. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, that's how I feel about it, you know what I mean? But I just want to cry, it just makes me so sad.
And then, it really did feel like he was having a breakdown because when he started saying, he was like, "Oh God, am I breaking a law right now by posting this on the internet? Like, am I breaking an amendment?" And he just seemed so unsure. He was just like confused and like, man, he needs a therapist, bro. Like, don't stop using social media as a way to as a substitute for therapy. It is not.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work because, like, once you put it in the public's eye, you fucked. Yeah. Because they don't care. They don't care. You think the public cares about Shayla or you know what I'm saying? They don't care. They have their own problems.
They instantly started making memes.
Yeah, and you have a ton of more money than the average fan. So you think they're gonna care? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro. Like, he fucked up by pushing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
did you see his post about The Rock?
Yeah, about how they're doing a spinoff, right? And he's not gonna be in it.
And he's asking The Rock to turn down the movie because he's not gonna be in it. Yo, like, I get it that you want him to be a good friend, but that's his money, and like, The Rock is not the one that made you have a kid. The Rock is not the one that is taking you to child support court what does The Rock making his? I don't get how somebody else making their money gets in the way of yours. Like, you know what I'm saying? You didn't get picked. You didn't get picked, and The Rock got picked. So let that man go ahead and make his money. Don't try to guilt trip him and say that he's a bad friend. And like, he was never your friend. Like, The Rock is just there to get his money. That's it.
Nah, bro. But it's a family, bro. You know what I'm saying? If
The
you watch all
Fast
those
family, like,
movies,
bruh.
if you watch the movies, bro, like they all the theme of every Fast movie is we're a family, and families don't go do a spinoff and not tell the other
Nah,
families.
they do, because this is real life.
He could,
And just like a car can't fly from a fucking airplane directly into a building, just like that, The Rock is not gonna fuck up his money because you didn't wear a condom. Like that.
watch. He gonna he gonna start crying about The Rock now. He's gonna be like, let's do Fast 10 first, please. It's for shame. Bruh, if I ever cry again, bro, before I die, I'm using
That
that
breathing.
puff, bro. I'm using that breathing, bro. It's lit, bro. It just makes you like, shit it's real. But no, honestly, man, you know. So wait, so Jada and Will give him 5 million, right? Like five
Yeah, so
mil.
I guess the crying worked. Because he made another post
Shit.
about how Will and Jada gave him 5 mil. Bruh, like nobody had to know like why this is what I hate about this internet age. Everything has to be posted. Like, yeah, I get it. You had a breakdown. That's fine. But if somebody's giving you money, you don't gotta put that shit out there. Like Will Smith, what if Will Smith didn't want the world to know that he's giving you 5 million? Like, take the money and shut the fuck up. It's very simple. Like, very simple. And then he didn't even get the money, and he's talking about how he's gonna help this kid, um, how he's gonna pay for this kid's college tuition. I don't know if you've ever seen those videos where this kid was being picked on, and then he made a video about how like brands are like material possessions and they don't really dictate our lives. Like the kid sounds really smart. I think he might be like 10 or 11 years old. But there's this kid that does these videos, and Tyrese, that kid did another video about Tyrese saying how why people are making fun of Tyrese is because they've never seen what a good black father looks like, so when they see it they can't understand it, which I kind of disagree with, um, specifically about Tyrese. But because the kid said that, Tyrese is gonna give him some of Will Smith's $5 million.
I didn't see the video, and there's a lot of issues going on with this whole Tyrus thing. Issue number one is the fact that he had everything broadcasted to the world. Issue number two is you can't be a bitch ass nigga crying over this shit. You gotta man up. You know what I'm saying? Like you think he's the only one that has child support, even if he's paying a lot a month, that's because his income is super
Right.
high. You know what I'm saying? So it's relative to somebody who's working at McDonald's. So there's a lot of people who have child support that can't afford that shit. So crying about it ain't gonna do shit. You know what I'm saying? So and you have, like you said, you have a bunch of people on your phone that are millionaires. You think the average people have that uh group to tap into?
And
No, they
he's
don't.
living in a mansion.
So
Like he's living in a mansion.
and you living in a
When you look at
mansion.
his Instagram, it's like nice pools, trips abroad. He's rocking expensive clothes. He's excuse me. He's hanging out with Damon, with like all these celebrities and millionaires, bro. Like you're not broke. Like you were out in Dubai. Like you're living a way better life than most people. So stop saying you broke. You just misuse your fortune, and you're just this is probably the first time that he's being held accountable for some shit. So I have no sympathy.
That's why that's exactly how I feel, bro. If it was an average person, I could feel away. But this dude, bro, yeah, like you said, all his riches, that's on you because that's mismanagement, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel any kind of bad for him. You know, what I mean? In that sense, you know what I mean. So, That being said, if I can go cry right now and get 5 mil, you best believe I'm gonna cry
Okay,
my
like
eyes
nigga,
out.
I
You know
don't
what I
even
mean?
need 5 mil. I just need 5K. Shit.
Shit, I'll take 100K, nigga.
Damn, you greedy. I said
Oh,
5K. You're like 100.
nah,
Well,
nah, nah,
all
nah.
right,
I need,
500,
I need
500K.
100.
Like, all
There
right.
you go. But anyways, did you see any funny ass reactions though on online about it? Did you see Michael Blackson's reaction to
Nah,
it?
I didn't see it. What happened?
He was like, after watching your video for about 10 times, we decided. He's like, I spoke to what did he say? He's like, I spoke to Wesley Snipes. I spoke to Gucci Mane and a few other, dark skinned niggas, and we're gonna trade you for Drake and
Oh
Steph
shit.
Curry. I was like, you know what? I kind of agree on that. You know what I
Agreed.
mean? So
Agreed.
you can't be a dark skinned nigga crying, bro. That's some light skinned nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? That's like some shit Drake would do. You
And
know
I
what I
don't think
mean? But
Drake would even cry over money. I feel like Drake would cry over a girl breaking his heart. But like for you to be out here crying
yeah,
over money that you're broke, like nigga, I've been broke and I ain't cried over being broke. Like nigga, what the fuck? And I don't have a mansion. I don't have a wraith. I don't have none of that. For you to have all that, I just don't think that's a legitimate reason to cry. But I do think Tyrese is I think he has mental health issues. Like that's not a normal person's reaction. He had this other video on Facebook on live where he lost his chef or whatever. So he's crying about losing his chef.
oh
And
yeah, I
then
saw that.
at the end of the video, he's like twerking and shit.
He's
Like, what the fuck is going on with Tyrese? I think this was a legit cry for help. Like, it wasn't a cry for money. I don't think it's about the money. I think he just needs attention. Um, and he has something deeper going on in his life. So, and I think the role baby boy was perfect for him because I think that's what he's being right now. Like he's just being a big ass baby and being in character.
Well, you know what? So let's expand on that. So mental health, I don't think his reaction was, I think his reaction to the situation is okay, right? I think the mental health issue is, and I think we all probably have it to a degree, is having to broadcast it
Right.
in a way that somehow there's gonna be there's like an angel on the other side that's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Because they saw the video and fix everything. You know what I mean? So I think that's the because if he was at home, you'd cry. That's normal. That's an
Yeah, cry,
emotion.
do that with your
But that's an
friends. You know what I'm saying?
emotion.
Like
That,
if he was my boy and he had
yes.
that breakdown, I'd be like, oh damn, like I get it, he's going through some shit. But for you to broadcast that, like that's the issue.
Yeah, so yeah, him crying about it. Yeah, it's okay to cry about shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's an emotion, but that's supposed to be a private thing in the confines of your home. You know what I'm saying? So in a way, nigga, everyone in this era has some kind of problem with that because, bro, like what do you see online? Every little shit that's going on. You know what? Actually, everything that goes wrong, you don't see online, do you? You only see the good parts of someone's life online,
Right.
right? So I guess that wouldn't make sense. But I do see some people online who do post about like shit that's going bad in their life, and I'm like, yo, you should be able to have people you trust that you can talk to or not broadcast it to like a hundred
Yeah,
thousand
because
people
not
on Facebook.
everybody
You know what I
who's
mean?
on your social media wants to see you succeed. You know what I mean?
Hell
Like
nah,
on your
hell
social
nah.
media, on your Facebook, there could be that guy that you had a really good conversation with at this random event and you add him on Facebook. And now this nigga knows that you late for your rent and blah blah blah. Your ex is a fucking asshole. Like nobody needs to know that. Like not everybody needs to know that. Like and there's some people on your social media that do want to see you fail. So why would you set yourself up like that?
It's probably less than 5% of your Facebook friends who who care about your well
Yeah.
being. The majority, 95%, are be like, yeah, okay, if he's doing that bad, then I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone that goes online, bro, and see your shit on Facebook or wherever, they are using that as a metric to their life. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So if you're doing a worse than them, they're like, all right, you know what? I'm good. At least I'm not in that boat. I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? And that's why when we see people who are, taking trips, who are doing all this kind of stuff, they call it FOMO. I guess it's called FOMO. Um, you feel the way you're like, oh, damn, I have to go to Dubai now. I have to go to DR because so and so is going out there. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go get this. I have to get that. So you try to compare your life to other people subconsciously. You don't even know it. And so if you see someone doing bad, some people be like, oh, you know what? I'm doing pretty good then. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't post shit about my life,
Yeah, and
bro.
that's exactly
You know what
why I
I'm
don't
saying?
have an
Shit.
Instagram, because Instagram is nothing but pictures and videos. So it's like it's just the image, like you're getting the image of what people are doing,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't really care for that. Like I'm just on sites where it's more written. So that's why I'm on Twitter just talking shit all the time where it's not really about it's not really about what you wore today, but it's more so about wit, like can you make me laugh, the words and all that shit. But we should get into Tyrese and the image of a black man and child support. Like, there's always this
Mm.
image of a black man, and I know I've said this before in one of the episodes about, I don't know where I heard it, but I think it's a racist stereotype that child support is a black man's kryptonite. And Tyrese is really, I mean, I can't say he's proving that right because I don't know what's going on in his life. And I know that there's been reports him him like being arrested or getting in trouble because he beat their daughter. That's why the daughter was taken away from him. Um, so all these people saying that Tyrese is a good father, they don't really know about what's going on. Like they don't know what's going on inside. Like just because this man put on a shirt saying Shayla rocks and is crying doesn't automatically make him a good father. So people are like, yeah, you guys don't know what a good father looks like, and it's like neither do you. Like you don't know what's going on inside. He could have been beating his daughter. He rented like a banner to run over his daughter's school. Like none of this shit seems normal. Like none of this shit is okay. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, child support and black men. So how come black men are always being hit with child support? Like where, like why is that so prevalent in our community?
Let me ask you: do you know of any white guy that has had to pay child support
I no,
personally?
not personally, and I can't even think of any in the media.
Right? You can't think of any. I don't know anybody. Yeah, and I'm sure if I ask the next 10 people I see tomorrow, they're gonna have the same reaction. And so, I think it goes back to how it's like the home is broken, bro, in the black community. You know what I'm saying? And so niggas don't stay around for their kids. You know what I'm saying? And so, um, there's always an absent father in the home, and then and also like black females like use that too as a weapon. You know what I mean? So it's like it's so fucked up. I don't even know how to attack it because there's one point of like a nigga is hunching and just dipping,
Right.
right? Then you got the other point of females who are like are using that as a weapon to trap people and get paid because we know that money that they get don't go to the kid. You know what I'm saying? Like over half of the money is going to buy the parents, food or not even food, like clothes and other shit that doesn't even like matter, right? So I think those two things are a big part of it, you know what I mean? And yeah, it's hard to look at, bro. It's a big problem in America today.
Yeah, and not even absent father. I think there's a lot of black men out there who they're not even absent. I think there's a lot of black men out there that are good fathers that are in their kids' lives, but they just have baby mamas. Like they just be having like 3 or 4 baby mamas. And that it just doesn't make sense to me. I really don't get it. Not when there's condoms out there, not when hospital bills are fucking crazy as fuck and you got to pay that shit back. It just doesn't make sense to me why so many people have just baby mamas. I don't get that. Like I don't get that concept.
Well, you still I mean, it's still absent fathers, right? Because if you have 5 kids from 5 different not females,
Mhm.
women. I think I got I got slayed last time for using that term. Now I'm gonna start crying. So you're gonna be absent to a certain degree to a few of the kids. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't be present and be there for all 5 kids, right? So if you see one or two, even if you try to see all of them, at least one or two of those kids are gonna get neglected financially and as far as a presence.
It's not ideal,
So
but I do know that there's some black men out there that are able to like they divide everything with their baby mamas and they actually do put in work to be a good father. But like yeah, it's not ideal and you won't be in that kid's life all the time. Like you'll only be there half the time or however you got it worked out with the baby mama. So yeah, it's not ideal, but I do know like not all black men are like deadbeat fathers. There are some good black men out there that do try.
oh yeah, no, yeah. I'm not taking an absolute. So yeah, there's no. I'm not. I agree. I'm not saying all black men are absent. You know what I'm saying? Um, and there are a lot, and all the ones who are not absent are not shown on the media, right? Are not portrayed in the media. So you only get to see the other side. You know what I mean? So, but until black men in the community are willing to be stable and stop getting these girls pregnant, right? And just like having 4, 5, 6 baby mamas, you know what I mean? I think that's a part of it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I want to
So
know. I want to know the mindset, right? Like the mindset of young black men, because I never get it. I never got it. I don't think I ever will. So it's like, you grow up. I don't know. You're like 19, 20, whatever. There's a girl you like. Like, do you even ask her to be your girlfriend, or y'all just start fucking raw and you get her pregnant and you move on to the next girl? Like, I don't get that concept because I was in college just drinking my ass off. So I never got that. And even if I wasn't, and I mean, that's not even the thing because there are black men that go to college and in college they get baby mamas or after they graduate they get baby mamas. So I don't get like,
oh, we know
you know,
one. We know one.
several. So I like don't get that concept of the baby mama. Like I really don't.
Well, I okay. So I think I know. I think I
What
know
is
what it
it?
is. So did you see that video of how white men buy condoms versus how black men
No,
buy
but I do
condoms?
want to see that. That sounds funny as fuck.
So so okay, so there's a video. I think it's kind of old, but it's true. And it was like how white men buy a condom versus how black men buys condom. So the first scene or whatever, the first clip is a white guy. He walks in the aisle, there's playing elevator music, and he picks certain brands. He looks at different brands. He compares them, and then he picks one and he buys it. Then the black dude walks down the same aisle and he just keeps on walking. He doesn't even turn his head. He just keeps on walking and just leaves the store. Doesn't buy
That's
shit.
funny.
He walks in the aisle, doesn't even turn right or left, bro. And just that's how black men buys condom. And it's true because when I was younger, bro, I knew someone who had a few kids, right, from
Hmm.
different girls, and I'm asking him, hey man, like yo, like what's up, like how come you're not using a condom? He's like, yo, he said this shit just feels too good, like without a condom. He's like he doesn't like to use condom because it doesn't feel good or as good, like raw. And I think a part of it, I may be wrong, but I think a big part of it is that niggas don't like to use condoms because it don't feel as good as when they go raw. So they just go raw because it feels better, and then they get girls pregnant, and then they just like, well, I want to keep fucking, so I'm gonna hit the next girl, and you know what I'm saying. So one, they don't care, and then two, they don't like to use condoms because it doesn't feel real with the
Wow.
condom on.
Well, I wonder how that child support gonna feel. That's what I wonder.
Well, yeah, I mean, shit, I know, right? It's a,
But that I mean that's a good
but
explanation. And I guess they just don't have like anybody to be like, you at this age where you could be getting girls pregnant. Like, just don't do that. Just wear a condom. It's so much better. You can keep fucking forever long you want. You won't have no responsibilities for it. Um, and if anything, just use this Tyrese video. Like, if Tyrese crying, like, if, like, I feel like in a sex ed class, I would just show young black males this video of Tyrese crying and like, this is what happens when you fuck without a condom. Like, you're not even rich, so imagine this is gonna be your whole check going to child support. if you're out here.
Bro, I'm showing this to my kid, bro, when he
Right,
turns 15.
right.
You're right, because it's you know what it is? It's a short term versus long term, right? Just think about it. We in the black community, like, we love
We
short
do.
term
Instant
things, right?
return.
So like, we just want an instant return. So we just want to get Jordans right now. We want to buy the car right now. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Fuck right now, raw. Shit feels good. It's just short term goals, which is, it feels good. But if you go with a condom, then it's like, oh, it doesn't feel as good. So long term, I gotta, you know what I'm saying, do this. I don't really like it. So it's like, it's that mentality of like, you have to like have it now, and it has to be like authentic. It has to be real. It has to be raw. You know what I mean? And so that's the
And
that's
that's
the
how
issue,
y'all
bro.
get got. You know what I'm saying?
That's how y'all got. Y'all gonna be on YouTube crying,
Yup.
doing that little huff and puff.
Yeah, you not getting none of my money. Like, honestly, if I was Will Smith, I could have had all the money in the world. I would not give 1 cent to Tyrese. One, because with all the money that the Fast and Furious franchise makes, and you turn around and say you broke, I mean, like, 13K a month is a lot, but when you compare it to the amount of money that Tyrese probably got paid, it's just poor money management. Like, don't get the money and then cry because you spent it and now you can't pay your child support. That sounds very private. That sounds like very private. And and I guess we always say, like, oh, if someone's going through struggles, speak to someone about it. I wish I would have known. Like, yeah, I mean, it's good to know, because if, let's say, if Tyrese, God forbid, ended up committing suicide, we would have been like, damn, what happened, Tyrese? But I mean, now we kind of know what's going on, but this is still not the way. Like, he should still talk to a
But
therapist.
we can't help him as the public. The only person that can help him are the people in his corners, the people who know Tyrese, not the entertainer, but the person. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So if anything, put that shit in your family group me or some shit. You know what I'm saying, or whatever y'all
Yeah,
have.
and
But
he apparently has a
the
group me with DJ Envy and Charlemagne the God. And Charlemagne says he
I'm
ignores him in the group me.
yeah. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure those two are the ones you wanna be
Yeah,
getting advice
exactly.
from. Well,
Yeah,
Charlemagne, yes.
sometimes.
DJ Envy,
Yeah, no. Nah,
nah,
DJ
bro,
Envy
nah.
has never had a valid opinion in his life, ever.
Yeah. So tell the people again what a condom is. So for the people out there who don't know what that's what.
But yeah, I really do think the reason why his wife took his daughter away from him is because this man has real mental health issues that are not being dealt with. And he's just using social media to deal with it, and he's just using like all these fancy things. Like, if you scroll through his Instagram, it's very fancy. Like, it don't look like you eating ramen noodles every day, Tyrese. Like, I don't know what your definition of broke
Mhm.
is, but it's not what's on your Instagram. So so yeah, this man, he really has mental health issues, because he was beating his daughter and like doing all this crazy shit. Like, Tyrese is not okay, and I hope he gets the help he needs.
Some real help though, because like you said, if like you said, if he goes down the wrong path and hurts himself,
Mm-hmm.
right, then everyone's gonna feel away. So the people who are close to him, who can talk to him on a regular level, not DJ Envy, like the people who are close to him, you know what I'm saying, need to like have a big ass intervention, because if not, the next years from now, shit, you don't know what's gonna happen. You know
Yeah,
what
and the
I'm saying?
solution
So,
is not sending him
um,
money. Like, Will Smith, stop sending this man
uh,
money. Like, at least I would have been like, all right, I paid for your therapy sessions. You can go there because it sounds like you got a lot on your mind, but I'm not gonna send you money to pay your child support. Like, you're rich, you're in a position of power, you've been in different successful movies. You can figure out the money part. Like, your mental health, that thing is more important than anything else that's going on right now.
man, you think Will and Jada like have the time, or even like, you know
Care enough?
care enough to like, go through all the details of like, nah, nigga, it's a check, you figure it out, save yourself with this 5 mil, you know what I'm saying? Like, how much do you need to be saved? You need 5 mil and stop crying. Here you
Yeah,
go, nigga. Like,
they're
just
probably
take
like, you
that. Like,
making us
I would
look bad out here. Like, just take this money. Like,
yeah, like, just shut up. Here's the 5 mil and
and
stop
then
crying. And guess what? He
he's like,
cried
yeah, I
again.
got 5 mil now. Thank you, Will.
He's gonna be
Like
like, "But
this is like that person that like never shuts the fuck up. Like you be trying to like help them out, but they can't shut the fuck up, and it just never works. But yeah, going back to fatherhood and like single fathers and child support and all that, the amount of black men that have white baby mamas out here is crazy. It's wild, like wild.
are they doing this? Are they? You know what? So white women and black women are giving black men child support at a
Oh
high
yeah,
rate.
yeah,
Am I
for
right? Am I
sure.
right? So it's not just the black women doing that. It's also the Caucasians
Oh
doing that.
yeah, yeah. Because black men see
So
white women and
it's
they're like, ah, damn, like this a white woman. I'm smashing this white hoe. Blah blah blah. Not my words. I'm smashing. Blah blah blah. And then they get them pregnant, and then they get hit with child support, and then now you have like all these little biracial, these biracial kids
say it.
running around, and their fathers are being hit with child support.
Biracial child
Biracial
support.
child support. That's what it is.
That's crazy. So I mean, like I said, the root of the problem is for niggas to strap up. You know what I'm saying? And to commit, right? I think to commit is second of all, and then third of all, if you do have a kid, like yo, just man up and stay in that kid's life. You know what I'm saying? If you do that, then you don't have to pay child support. You know what I'm saying? Like
You're right.
I
Like,
don't know. It just to
don't
me just makes
don't
sense.
hit raw unless it's somebody that you're willing to commit to, whether it's child support, whether it's marriage, whether it's raising a child together.
No, not child support. You can't say child support. We're trying to avoid child support, Caesar. So don't hit raw if you're not gonna be there financially or commit to the person without child support. Because once you're in the system, nigga, you fucked. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Just think,
so
would you
that's the
raise a
problem.
dog or a cat with this person? Or are you just trying to smash? Like, if they just got that bomb,
Mm.
like, just leave it at that. Like, don't turn it into something else. If this is somebody, like, if you don't know if this person can cook or not, you don't know if this person is, makes a good mother. Like, it's not just smashing, bro. Like, shit gets real really fast. And niggas just need to really understand that concept.
Damn, bro, that was deep. That was super deep. It's true though. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, how do you help niggas, bro? Niggas, it's
Uh,
like this shit is just it's crazy. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's
So
hard. It's hard. And it
that
makes me
maybe
mad that it's not even
maybe
like just like it's not even like poor people. It's not even like poor black men. It's just black men on all levels.
in
Yeah, bro.
general, yeah, because this nigga's rich. You would think he would have, you know what I'm saying? He got mad money, so you would think he'd be on a different level, right?
Yeah,
But
and this is not even from. And Tyrese Ben had money since before like baby boy
oh
era,
yeah,
like from when he was making music videos. This man got been had
music.
money for years. So it's not even like this is like a mistake he made when he was poor. Like, nah, this is like post fame mistakes.
This is
These are
rich
rich
mistakes right
mistakes.
here. All right. So, anyways, to end this, I just have to say, you know what I'm saying? He needs to like start with the Instagram shit and go away and go find some real help behind closed doors. You know what I mean? So, um, that would be my advice, man. And Will Smith, if you're out there, if by some chance your PR people or somebody hears this, just give me 2.5 mil. I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Before taxes, nigga. Before taxes. Before taxes. So I'll probably only get like, what, a mil at that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yo,
just,
somebody find me Will
it's all
Smith's
good.
email and I'll send him a video of me crying about my tuition, bro. Like my loans, bro. Like, what more do you need, Salome? I'm already at.
I can cry for that, bro. Trust me, I can cry all day for that. But all right, anyways, let's move on. Are you done with this Tyrese, this crying
Yeah,
saga,
let's
bro?
wrap this up.
All right, so fuck you mean goes to another mass shooting in
Oh, just
Texas.
another day in America. The sun shone. It's 70 degrees outside, and another mass shooting, of course.
All right, so Now on to Black Proverbs. What do you have, bro?
Wait, just real quick on the mass shooting. The fact that Donald Trump is saying it's mental health, and then this guy escaped from a mental health institution, it just it makes no sense. Like prayer, like let's just stop saying let's pray, and let's just start doing shit. But anyways, Black Proverbs. For me is what's understood ain't gotta be said. So some things are
Mm.
just known. Like there's a lot of n- non-verbal agreements, especially when you black, bro. Like if you're in a room, you make eye contact with another black person, y'all know what's up. Like what's understood ain't
Oh
gotta be
yeah. Oh
said.
yeah.
So that's my black proverb.
But you know what pisses me off though? When you walking down the hallway, you see a black dude, and y'all make eye contact. You do the black nod, and he don't do it
I
back.
hate
You know what I'm
that, man.
saying?
I'm like, damn, why'd I put myself out there like that? It makes me feel a little bit,
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck. So then that kind of makes you like, next time you see a black person and then they do the nod, but you don't do it. So it's like it's a
Right.
cycle, bruh. Fuck.
You gotta do a black nod, man. That's the only thing that we have since slavery. That's like is contact. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because
that
we
can't be taken
know
from us.
shit is
Yeah.
real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. So my black proverbs is stay strapped. You know what I'm saying? Slim Thug, Lil Wayne, all the rappers have said this shit, and niggas just stay strapped. That's for Tyrese. That's for rich niggas, poor niggas, niggas in the middle. Like if you ain't trying to get married or be committed or pay 13K a month or some kind of money a month to child support, but I get the magnums,
Hey,
get two of them bitches, put them at
you
the
know what
same
I'm
time. You
saying?
know what I mean? So that's my quote, man. Stay strapped. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right, bet. So our sponsor, who's our sponsor this week, CP?
All right. So sponsorship it has to go to magnums because niggas use
Yeah.
magnums. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, man, go buy a fucking big ass box, the 2XL and shit. Just stock up. You know what I mean? Because I'd rather pay a few dollars than have to pay fucking millions over a lifetime. You know what I mean? So over 18 years for that matter. So, yeah.
All right, but so don't forget to subscribe, follow us on everything. If you're listening to this on SoundCloud, comment, and follow us on Twitter because we're funny as fuck on there. And just follow us everywhere. You know you want to do it, just do it. So this is
Shoot.
your boy Black Caesar, aka Caesar Alamo, aka Black Slickback Jones the Don, aka the Black Don Draper. Too many AKAs to keep track of.
It's crazy P aka CP aka fried milk aka we don't cry over here over, you know what I'm saying, child support, you know what I mean? So we out here, fried water, let's get it. Yeah.